Hey guys, and welcome. My name is Darenk, and today we're gonna continue our new player, free-to-play player tutorial guide to Lord of the Rings Online. So last episode we talked a lot, what should you buy? Is it worth buying stuff at the beginning? Today we're just gonna talk about the game itself. So you can make an account, Lord of the Rings Online, Lotro.com, go here, just put in the stuff, that's all you need. And you can go to account, you have to download the game obviously, either through Steam or you can download the client directly. And then you have to decide what server do you want to play on. So there's a lot of servers right now. They are talking about merging some servers together, so it doesn't really matter where you start right now. We all should get a free transfer in the distant future. I mean, obviously, if you're from France, you might want to start on a French server. If you're from Germany, start on a German server. And if you're in the UK, so you might want to be on a European Union server. Now, the thing is, as far as I know, right now they're all in Boston. So you might not get a better ping if you're in Germany and you connect to a German server. Let's get the same ping as you do to a US server. But I think they're in the process of moving the European servers back to Europe. So hopefully that will be better for you guys. I don't know if the timeline there. Maybe somebody knows this better. I'll probably sort of research that more. Anyway, a lot of people ask, which one is the most active server, where are the most people, blah, 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 blah. In general, Brandywine is the biggest. What I do, or what I would do, is I go to the forum, and if you go to the servers down here, you can see how active each server is in the forum, which is not a direct correlation on how many people play. It's a good relation. You see, Arkenstone has 26,000 posts, while Brandywine has 91,000. So the Brandywine community is far more active than the Arkenstone community. Just partly because there's more people playing on Brandywine. Could also be because they're more vocal. So be careful of that. But in general, they're all, Elda is a little bit smaller. I think that's a German server, right? Is it a French server? No, Estel. No, it's Elda, the US server. I play on Silverlord normally. No, Elda is a European server, okay. So it's a little bit smaller. But then, where was the really... Here, Land Rover. Oh my god, they're really active. I'm not sure. I think Brandywine still has the most players, but I guess the Land Rover people are more active. So, I don't know. Maybe you want to be in there. So you can look in here. If you're a new player, all the servers are going to be pretty much the same. I think. And Bororo is the beta server, so don't look at that. But yeah, so you can decide where you want to play. I'm just going to start on Brandywine. Because, why not? So you start the game, get a load in. If you do the first time, might load in. Might take a little bit longer. Wow, that was loud. I hope it didn't blow out your ears. Okay, anyway, you get to the screen here. That's where you have to create your first character for the game. I don't think you can get to the options. Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, you could go in here and then you could look at the options. I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory, most of those you can do. Man, that audio is really loud for that voiceover volume. Oh, it's super loud. I normally put everything down a little bit, but the music is pretty good. Might want to have this up. Anyway, so I have 2 character slots. If I would have bought something, I would have 3 because I'm a premium player. Right now, I'm a free-to-play player. Obviously, we could buy some stuff so you can access the Lotro in-game, and you can buy some stuff here. But right now, I wouldn't worry about that. Just enjoy the game. Before you buy anything, always, if you have the opportunity to enjoy the game before you buy it, do it. So you're gonna create your character. So there's 5 races. The Beyonding you have to buy. You can't access Beyond, you have to unlock it, so we can't play that. But we can play a man, we can play a dwarf, hobbit, and an elf. Now they're all very similar. And the only big difference is, people will tell you, oh, if you want to play a guard, you gotta play a dwarf because the dwarf has a higher block rating. If you play a champion, you have to play a man because God knows why. Really, it doesn't matter. The bonus, dwarf gets 5% more damage for an X. So if you like X's, play a dwarf. The man gets, I think for swords he gets a bonus. The elf gets for bows. Play whatever you like. If you want to play a hobbit, play a hobbit. I know hobbit guards who are amazing and they can tank anything. I know hobbit dwarf hunters who are amazing and they can do anything. Doesn't matter. There are little movies here for an introduction you can look at. But the important thing is the classes. So you have access to all the classes except the Warden, the Runekeeper, and the Bjorning, because you have to buy those. Not every race can play every class. A dwarf cannot play a burglar or captain. A hobbit cannot play a lawmaster. Blah blah. Man can play the most classes. Now, what class you want to play depends on your playstyle. Burglars are the guys who are sneaky. They're like the rogues in World of Warcraft. And you can play a movie showing you the.
The burglar is a master.
That was a mistake. That was loud. I might have to cut that out. You can play that movie to check out what's going on. For new players, I would honestly recommend Champion is super easy, it's just straight out damage. Guardian if you like tanking. Guardian is the best, the easiest tank to learn. Hunter if you like damage, and shooting. Oh my god, that's horrible. So you basically like the Hunter World of Warcraft. You do not get a pet, so important. Lawmaster, you get pets, but Lawmaster is actually it's okay to play now. It used to be very difficult, but now the damage is pretty good. So you have your wizard basically, and then Minstrel is your healer. So if you like healing, play the Minstrel. Why is your hand so weird? It's like he's holding something, but not. But if you're a new player, I would recommend the Hunter. The reason is, as a new player, you're kind of restricted at where you can travel. The Hunter gets a lot of skills where you can instantly teleport to different locations, which is going to save a lot of time. Also, as a free-to-play player, you do not get access to the horse where you can ride and be faster. The Hunter has a skill that increases your running speed all the time, except in combat. So you are the most flexible of the Hunter. Plus, your damage class, it's really easy to learn the game as a damage class. As a Minstrel, you have to be a little bit more careful. As a Guardian, stuff can take a little bit longer because the damage is not as high. As a Hunter, it's very simple. So for your first character, checking out the game, unless I want to heal, I want to tank, I would recommend the Hunter. And then you can play into level 10, will take you a few hours, and stuff is good. So we're going to make a Hunter. If you're all in this, or I want to maximize my damage, play an Elf Hunter. You get 5% more bow damage. So we're going to play an Elf Hunter. The only difference between the class races. Man will put you in the beginning into Bree, the Bree land. Dwarf and Elf will put you in Ered Luin, and the Hobbit will put you in the Shire. But you can still do any of those. You don't have to be there where it puts you, but if you're a new player, you probably should. So if you want to experience the Shire, play a Hobbit. Anyway, so we're gonna jump in, make a Hunter. You can decide where you're from. It will change a little bit. It will give you an extra title. It will change a little bit of the options. You can come from Mirkwood. That's more a role-playing thing. I want to be from Mirkwood like Legolas, or I want to be from Rivendell like Elrond. I want to be whatever. Obviously, you can change all your stuff here. It's an MMO. Just randomize it. Whatever. Yeah. Gonna close my eyes, click it a few times, and that's what we're going to take. This guy. Okay. It's an elf. I don't like elves, really. And then you have to pick a name. Just whatever. And you got your first character. And you can jump in right away. So. Once we're in there, oh my god, there's gonna be a video and it's gonna be super loud. I'm already pressing escape. I know why the videos are so loud. At least my headphones are super loud. So before we go in, before I stop, I wanna talk real quick This is another question that a lot of new people ask is the Lotro store itself can be a little confusing. And so I want to look at it and maybe help you navigate the Lotro store a little bit easier and understand what the difference is between the stuff you can buy there, because it's not very clear sometimes. And I don't know. Come on, load. And then, we're gonna continue and do some quests. So you have this tutorial you have to go through. Anyway, if you're a new player, you get all the skills anyway. But you have this gigantic Lotus Straw button down here. That's where you can buy stuff. So you start out with 0 points, but I will show you in the next episode. It's not that difficult to get a lot of turbo points. But you get all these. First of all, current sales is always good to check. If there's you say, okay, I want this, but it's too expensive. Check out the current sales every day, and sometimes there's stuff you want. I wouldn't spend my money on any of this. I'm not a big fan of cosmetics, but some people are. And cosmetics are good. Your shared wardrobe is on sale. I think it's a waste of money. But the most important things are on the account. All these are kind of, little buffs here and there, XP boosts and stuff. Cosmetics mostly. The really important stuff is on the account. On the account, you can buy account upgrades, which are currency cap, additional auction house slots, classes. Do not buy the Runekeeper or the Warden. If you want this, just buy the Moria expansion, and they're included with 2 character slots. Much better deal. The Beyonding, a skirmish trade max rank, not important in the beginning. Not at all. All monster classes. Those are the important ones. Now, here's the big thing where a lot of people get confused is between expansion and quest packs. We're gonna go to quest packs first. So quest pack will give you access to all the quests in the area, sometimes to instances, and to the deeds. So deeds are, kill 200 orcs, and you get extra turbo points for doing that. And quest packs will give you access to those. And you can see they're all around 800 turbo points. Some are more. Oh, there's a bundle even. I don't think that's worth the money. And some of those that come on sale relatively often. Some are more expensive because some are bigger. Like Angmar is an important one. It's relatively big, but it's also more expensive. But the big difference is there are also expansions. And the expansions include more than just the quest pack. Because the expansions, the best example is you have an expansion for Mines of Moria, and you have a quest pack for Mines of Moria. Now, if you buy the quest pack, it's a lot cheaper. You get the quest, you get 7 instances and 2 raids. If you buy the expansion, you also get the Warden and 2 character slots, and the Runekeeper. And so there's more included in here, and that's why it's more expensive. The same with all the other expansions. Helm's Deep is the most recent one, that's why it's very expensive. But as I said, these, look, 2400 turbine points for Isengard alone. If I would get 2400 turbine points, I can buy points over here. I never bought it over Steam. I don't know, 2400 turbine points, I would probably have to go ahead and buy, this one for $34.99. And then I could afford one expansion. Either Mines of Moria or the Rohan one. Which one was it? The Rohan one. Remember, for $39.99, right now you can get Riders of Rohan, Mirkwood, which is pretty cheap because it's small, but Mirkwood is a good one because all the instances scale. Moria and Isengard. So that's a much better deal. So I wouldn't buy those in here unless they're like you really just want one and it's on sale. But yeah, those are the only ones I would worry about if you really want to come to 100 with free-to-play. Worry about quest packs and the expansions. Don't spend your Turban points on, oh yeah, it would be cool to have this armor, or it would be cool to have a buff or something. Don't waste your money on that. Save up your Turban points so you can buy quest packs to advance the game, because you will hit a point where you cannot do any more quests because you don't have the quest pack. And then you can't play the game anymore unless you spend money. But if you saved up your Turban points, most likely you can buy it. Okay. I think that's all I want to talk about. In the next episode, maybe talk about how to set up your character slots and how to play the game in itself. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Just write me a comment, and I will try to answer it. Also, if you're on Steam, go ahead and add me as your Steam friend. And if you have any questions there, you can always ask me on Steam. That's fine too. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And then next episode, we're gonna actually start the game finally. Woohoo! And we will, talk about setup of quick slots, how you get to stuff. What do all these, do I need my utility? What is all this stuff? We're gonna talk about that next episode. Thanks a lot. See you then.